How you guys doing?
What's up, guys?
It's another fabulous update video.
Yeah, joy.
Yeah, and we're not as peppy as we normally are because
No.
it's this update video isn't a bad thing or anything.
No.
It's not. It's just
Well, and it doesn't help because now I kind of realize that I have a fucking face for off-camera action.
Yes, I know, and
Yeah,
and we're two bulky individuals taking up the majority of it.
yeah, pretty much.
The reason for this update is like a sit rep on the situation for the channel and everything. If you've been watching, you've probably noticed the last few weeks worth of videos even, and some things before that. Some things are off with them. The Final Fantasy videos, like for instance, the audio is off sync with something. Same for in-game and off-game. That's because I don't know the situation with my equipment that's causing it. Mortal Kombat, originally we had to re-record a certain few segments of it, and I say it in I think the third video.
Yeah.
Like, things went off cue and we had to redo things because the frame rate just went completely bonkers, and I didn't even know if it would render. That's how bad it was.
Yeah,
and
Cody had a rough
it's been a really rough time. And then there's also the situation with like other games like Darksiders. The reason we haven't picked that one up in a while is because it suffers the same thing as Mortal Kombat and pretty much Final Fantasy together with its frame rate issues and all that.
Yeah.
And I legitimately am actually extremely nervous every time that me and him talk about bringing it up and playing it. I get very nervous because if it keeps messing up, I have to snip parts out that are corrupted. If the frame rate's off, I have to find which portion of it. And then that'll completely desync everything that we have going. It's just...
Yeah, and one reason with GTA kind of being away for right now, I mean, personally, I'm focusing hard on F.E.A.R. because F.E.A.R, we're getting long into F.E.A.R.
It's going a lot longer than I think either of us thought it would.
Yeah, it's going. I mean, we're doing good. We're over halfway through the game, but
as far as we can tell by the interval stuff.
The other thing too is, I mean, obviously with NHL starting up later on down the line and all.
Yeah, we should say that we have NHL on Wednesdays now.
Yeah, or whenever it comes out. Which yes, Cody says
this is probably coming out before end. So
probably.
Hey, we have NHL games on Wednesday nights now. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun. And what's the other game I do? F.E.A.R.
You do a few. You do F.E.A.R.
F.E.A.R. Fucking NHL.
Saw. Dead Space.
That was the other thing. I said this in one of the other videos.
Not sure which one.
That's coming up, but I will be picking up either Dead Space or Saw again. It just depends on you fans on which one you guys want the most. So. I mean, I said it in that video, leave a comment or a like on which one you want and all that. Cody's going to throw up...
if I even remember which episode it's in.
Cody's going to throw up...
It's been a very hectic week.
Yeah, he's going to throw something up on Twitter like, hey, do you want Saw? Hey, do you want fucking,
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
So we'll be taking care of that.
So,
speaking of doing Wednesday nights with NHL, we should probably bring up, the SmackDown and Raw situation.
Yeah.
We think we have something planned for that. We know it's been on hiatus for a while.
Yep.
Really the biggest issue is that the other ones, like gameplay-wise, are fine.
There's two issues. The one that you're going to get into is the AI is broken.
No. I'm getting into that.
Okay. And the other thing is that we're down to two people.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that out there. We're down to
it's
two
no
people.
one's fault for anything involving
nobody's
that.
fault.
It's nothing major like, because everyone knows there was a Fallout Series 2. There's nothing horrible that happened. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
So it's just me and Sean. Originally there were three, but the situation for everyone's lives just didn't incorporate a third person to do this.
Right.
And it would have worked because it would have given us like some leeway here and there where we can take breathers, but we can't have that.
Yeah.
So me and him have been pulling the slack,
Yeah.
So when it comes to the WWE videos, we think we have a workaround. We think we have something that'll work because we'll be doing 08. We tested 06 and 07.
Yeah.
It's just that capturing-wise, 06 and 07 just don't really work. Because it's set up where you run everything in one go.
Yeah.
And that means that we would have to start, and it even has the other shows like Heat and Velocity.
Right,
so we would have to start at Heat, go through Raw, SmackDown, all of that, get to Velocity, and that's like a good 4 to 5 hour sit down.
Like there's a difference between 08, which we tried out at the beginning of the channel, and we were able to do like
it worked
45 minutes. But now looking at
more than 45 minutes. Well, first episode was like an hour and a half.
An hour and 20 minutes, fine. Friggin' But then you get to 07 and 06, and it's a guaranteed 4.5 to 6 hours.
And it's not that I can't cut those or anything, but like I said with my equipment, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. I do get nervous thinking about the WWE one until I can upgrade into like new editing software, new capturing software, because the one I have works, but I'm pretty sure it's probably my computer not being powerful enough anymore because it's been around for a while. I unplugged the charge cord. The screen's dead. It still works, but the screen is dead.
Yeah.
The internet will drop every 30 minutes, and it can never be connected again unless you restart. So, I mean, it is time for new stuff. It's just the current time it could have happened is not the best time.
No, and we never want it to happen, obviously. But, like, me and him were talking about why the hell it couldn't have happened in the summer.
If it happened during the summer, I can find ways around it.
Because now in the winter times, I'll tell you this right now, I am busier than hell from the 1st of October until the 1st of June every year. I have pretty much from freaking June until October where I'm pretty much free on everything. Same with him. You know, the only difference is I'm broadcasting, he's doing production.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And summer's lighter for me. And, and I'm not trying to make excuses for anything.
No, I'm not either. I
drive an hour to work every day, and I drive back an hour. And when I actually get videos in the render or something, I do it before I go to bed, so it's set to go. And if I wake up and everything's crashed, then I have to start. Like last week, I believe, it happened with the Final Fantasy. It was 2 hours late to get on because...
Yeah,
I woke up at 8 and it took so long to find the corruption because it'll kill itself once the corruption hits, and I don't know how long it goes for, so I have to figure that out.
Well, and you're lucky too.
And again, I'm not making goddamn excuses. No. I don't want it to sound like that.
Well, and you're lucky too because you have leeway at work. You can freaking go into work. I mean, pretty much you can go into work whenever the hell you want most of the time. Where me, I mean, folks, I go to work at freaking 5:30 in the morning. So I have to do it no matter what. That's why he's the one doing all the editing work, because I'm not going to have time. It's not because I'm stupid. I mean, I'm stupider than hell, but friggin', all that.
So that's just an update on the technical side of things. On some of the games coming up, the WWE games are going to be coming back. We know that one's a highly popular one. A lot of people want that.
NHL is going
to start up. That one we did because I brokered a deal with Sean. And he really wanted it.
And
so
there are some surprises on there for you guys.
Oh, yeah. We've got some things set up, like... One surprise I actually put in. The other one I was surprised to find, and we chucked him in. So
yeah, that was funny.
Those will be things coming up. Mm-hmm. And again, like some of those issues did happen with the NHL stuff. It just so happens I was able to keep looking over at my capture to see what I had and notice the issue, and we're able to fix it. So
nope.
We can't do that some of the time. So
no, absolutely.
So that's the technical stuff. That's what's currently going on. When it comes to just the games and everything, everything's still going to be the same. Gear Talks are still going to be coming out. Yeah. I have big plans for that coming up. I'm actually talking with, if anyone follows any Gears creators, content creators on Twitter, or if you follow us, you'll notice that there's a few of them I talk to now and then. I got an itchy face for some reason. God damn. There's some I talk to, and there's one of them I've been talking to as of late, who's actually going to be assisting me in a certain project I have coming up. So big thanks to him. I won't say who it is yet, because I'll save that for when I finish up the current Gear series I'm on and we get that going.
Right.
And then I'll actually formally introduce him. I'll link all of his stuff and we'll get it going. Mm-hmm. NHL starts up. Games are still going to be going well. We're going to try and get Mortal Kombat done so we can start 11. I would like to have 11 going when it comes out.
He's got a pretty big thing for the Mortal Kombat.
Like when everything went wrong with Mortal Kombat, we did restart the entire session. Yeah, just so we can get it. We are getting this done. Mm-hmm.
That day sucked.
Final Fantasy is going to keep going at its normal interval of every other day. We need to get that done before 12 Days of Fantasy comes up again.
F.E.A.R is going to be getting done too. One thing, I don't care right now about GTA. Saints. What do you think?
Saints is just the offhand game. I'll throw that in if we need something to fill, if we need to do something.
Because I know people like that one.
If we sit down and spend our time doing Saints, I can probably beat it within a few months.
Okay.
It's just, I want to do the extra stuff. I want to get the little tidbits of things. Because when you play 2, a lot of the side characters you do for the extra stuff appear and are main parts of the story. Mm-hmm. I would like to do that. When people are watching, I'd like them to see the characters. Mm-hmm. But, that's really just an offhand game I'll play now and then. It's nothing major. like Final Fantasy. That one's going to be going on every other day. I'm going to make sure of it. It's nothing major like F.E.A.R, where we need to get that done before next Halloween.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I guess the last announcement, because we're already 10 minutes over, and we were going to make this short, but the technical issues came up.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
So we're almost done.
The last thing is, we were planning it already in October, but some things fell through. With the NHL game, you can probably guess, we are moving up to the Xbox One now and doing all of that.
Yeah.
We were already planning on doing it. It was actually something we were going to do a lot earlier. I just never tested things to make sure it worked correctly.
And Cody got mad at me.
Originally, last Friday, we were doing Friday the 13th, but because of Sean's preferences for games, he didn't know what it was about, so we ended up scrapping that to take up F.E.A.R, which in the long run isn't a bad idea. F.E.A.R's been good. It's just that's why we didn't move up to the Xbox One at that time.
Yeah.
Originally, it was going to be last October. It'll be now in January, the Xbox One. We're still going to finish up the 360 games. We're still going to be touching 360 stuff.
Yep.
I'm going to try and focus more on the Xbox One, just because if it is the Xbox itself causing issues, then that might be a solution. If it's not a solution, then I'm just going to have to... I'm already getting new stuff, but I'm going to have to move it ahead of time and get a new computer, possibly upgrade the capture, and just move on from there.
And Cody, before we go here, because I know
we've tried to keep going for 3 times, but
we're down on time here. Update on the PS2. What's
PS2,
going on?
I just need new cords, and I can get that going. I want to get Final Fantasy X done. That's still in the bank. Everything I've played, I haven't dropped anything. Sean's got 2 of them dropped. I haven't dropped any of my games. They're all still on my list of things to do. I want to play Persona 4.
For that. But,
in case people are wondering why they haven't seen Saw.
And the thing is, too, with the PS2, we do have SpongeBob Battle of Bikini Bottom in our grasps. We do have it. So once we get the cord for that PS2, you know for a fact that goddamn game is going to be on.
I got Sonic Heroes, Persona 4. I bought those just for shits and gigs. Yu-Gi-Oh!
I've said my piece. You guys have been awesome. Represent. Love you guys.
Yeah, Kasagi. Thank you guys for following us. Thank you guys for being a part of this. We're growing at a decent rate right now. Every time I check out the statistics, we are growing constantly.
Absolutely.
It's weird, too. The subscriber rate's been staying the same, but the viewership has been going through the roof as of late. It's been amazing.
It's been absolutely
Thank you guys for just viewing. Thank you for viewing this, even.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, obviously. I hate saying that at the end, but it's the only way to really push it. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on this couch again for Gear Talks. Sean will probably be... Well, he'll see every single episode.
I'll be around.
He'll be here or there.
I'll be around.
Vlogs, he'll probably throw more things at me.
Yep.
So, yeah, you guys have a great one. Have a good morning, afternoon, night, whenever. You can see right now it's day for us, but if I put this up at night, have a good night. Yep. You guys have a good one.